The well-known package dependencies. Who is the next speaker?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so today I will present you new ideas about package dependencies. So what I mean about package is it is a piece of software that you can deliver and use in other software. So it is not a Monticello package or something like that. So why? What are the motivation to have new things in this area? The motivation is to have package dependencies as first-class citizens in the image, because this is really an important information that should be accessed easily by other tools. It will be very useful to check that you did not introduce your new dependencies, or you do misconfigurations, and so on. So it is an information that is really important when you want to install new software, for example. You need to know what is already there to do not break the system. We also want to ease the modularization of the image, because the image is a really big thing. There are a lot of classes inside, and we would like to have the minimal number of dependencies between each part, each package in the image. We also want to give more information to express package dependencies. What I mean is that, we'll see later, I don't want to specify only one version. I depend on package full version 1. No, it may be more complicated. And we will also give more options for the solving strategies, because sometimes you want the latest version of a package, but sometimes you may want another strategy. So, the first point, having first-class package dependencies. So, as I said, package dependency information is really essential to have knowledge on the system state. What are the packages already installed in my system? What are their versions? If I want to install a new package, will I override a package already in the system or not? If yes, which strategy should I take? And having this information easily accessible, it will help tools to build, how to say that? Yes. Tools will take advantage of this information and give more power to users. It also allows to define dependencies concepts. At this time, they are hard-coded in the package manager layer, and sometimes not expressed as objects. So with that, it's time to define a clear dependency model. And one other thing is that it will also allow to add more metadata on packages. At this time, we only have a few information. For example, you have the package author, when it was created, the package version. But you may want a lot of other information, such as description of the package, a link to the website, a link to the CI server, and so on. So I'm not sure you are able to read that, but it is really simple. I just define a package concept that has a name. The package may have many versions, package versions. The package version has one version. And this package version has dependencies, or may have dependencies. And a dependency target a package. It is really as simple as that. With that, we also would like to have synthetic package descriptions. What I mean is that the serialization format for this model will be easy to read and easy to edit. So mostly we want tools to edit that, but it should also be done by hand quite easily. An example of that, what I would like to see is something like that. Okay, I have a package, its name is Sesai, it is a version 3.1.0. I have a link to the website, and I have some dependencies. Okay, that's all. So, another point, I took Seaside as an experiment, and I saw there was a lot of descriptions everywhere. And a lot of descriptions are related to platform-specific packages. You know, Seaside needs to work on top of Squeak, on Faro, Gemstone. And you have to deal with that. You have specific packages for specific platforms. And one thing I found bad is that you have hard-coded package selection in the dependency description. Let's take an example. Okay, you have a group core, and this group core needs a cool browser platform. Okay. For example, for Gemstone, cool browser platform will be served to cool browser platform Gemstone, and for Faro it will be cool browser platform Faro. In my opinion, it should be simpler like that. You should just say, okay, we need cool browser platform, and then let's the server choose the appropriate package, depending on the platform it will be installed on. So I added a new concept that is not really new, but to the model. It is the notion of virtual package. It is something that is used in the Debian community. A Debian package, it is just some kind of name. I will take an example to explain that. I'm writing a software that needs a mail functionality. I will say, okay, so my package needs the mail virtual package. And in the Linux Dependency distributions, you have many mail implementations. I have an exim4 package that will implement the mail functionality, and a postfix package that will implement the same mail functionality. So my idea is to use these things to solve the problem of platform-specific package selection. So you should take care because the binding only relies on the name. You don't know if the package providing the functionality, if it has the same API that you want. So you should take care. But what should be done with that? If I take the same example as before, I could say, okay, I have cool browser platform Faro. I'm implementing the cool browser platform virtual package. The cool browser platform gemstone will also implement the cool browser platform. And then, when I am, for example, in my Faro image, I want to install cool browser, it will tell to the solver, okay, I'm on the Faro platform, and this package, cool browser platform gemstone, does not fit the requirements, the platform requirements. I cannot select it. This one fits, so I will select this one. I don't have to put a hard encoding on this selection in the description, in the package description. So, it is one idea on that. Another thing we could do on dependencies is to manage dependency scope. We know that we have runtime dependencies, but we also have test dependencies. For example, in my test, if I use baby mock, okay, I need the baby mock at development time, but I don't need baby mock to run my software. So it is not the same dependency. So we could define runtime dependency, test dependency, and also development dependency, if you need some tools to develop your software. Why it is useful? It will be useful to reduce the number of packages you have to load at runtime. Another point I would like to have is to be able to express more complex constraints on dependencies. At this time we have, okay, I depend on foobar 1.2. I would like to have expression like, oh, okay, I need foobar, at least the version 1.1, but newer version, okay, it will be fine too. Or if I know that I'm compatible with version greater than 1.0, but the version 2.0 break my software, I can also specify that. And maybe more complex constraints. Here it is still orange, but you say, okay, all this range, but not this version or this version. So it is something that you find easily on other languages or other systems when you need to express dependencies. So my suggestion here is to propose the adoption of semantic versioning to enable automatic update strategies. Semantic versioning is just a convention. You have three numbers. The first one is a major number. So when you change the API, you need to update this first number. You have a minor number. This number tells you that you introduce new feature without breaking the API. And the last one is the patch number. When you have a bug fix or security fix, you update this one. So if you know that each version with an update on the minor, on the patch number, you are really confident that you can upgrade your software, and it will enable automatic update strategy. In order to do that, the drawback is that we need to use a dedicated solver because this problem is NP complete. A lot of passes possible to solve the dependency, and some is difficult. Another point I would like is to have reproducible loading. What is the problematic behind that? I want to load the exact same set of packages from an execution to another, even if some new packages are created in this file. Another problematic is to be able to skip the solving step. If you already solved something, I want to reuse it. a simple solution for that is to be able to serialize the result of a solving and to reuse it when you need it. It will also be used to install stuff from your local machine without an internet connection, for example. We also would like to decouple the package manager from the version control system. If you take a look, for example, in MetaCello configuration, you have dependencies that's referring to source code artifacts. You can see, okay, I depend on this package, and this package is in fact, for example, versioner, core, version 50. So, it should not be a direct reference to a source code artifact, but rather on a version package. To solve that, I would like to set up a package repository where all public packages will be published. It's some kind of central package repository for Smalltalk packages. You can find in other languages things like that. With Perl, you have Stéphane. With PHP, you can find packages. And with the package repository, and the meta information that is stored there, you will be able to build a web interface and let the user query what are the packages available with Bootstrap. What are the packages available to do web development? And now. So it's time to conclude. If you need to remind something, I really want to have dependencies as first-class citizens to improve the modularization of Smalltalk images. It also implies that dependencies are expressed for each project, each package. And I would like to offer more accessibility for dependency constraints and also for solving update strategies. So, thank you for your attention. If you have questions.
Yes, could you please tell me again, which was the problem that was incomplete that you said?
Yes. It is quite easy when you refer to a specific version to see, okay, I depend on this package. This package has also dependencies, which are known as transitive dependencies, and you follow the path. There is one path. But when you follow a range of versions, okay, so at the first, for your package, you have multiple choice for one package, the same for other, for all dependencies. So you have really a lot of paths to traverse to find the correct answer to that. And this problem is really hard. So what I would like I just forgot to say that I have some prototype of that in Faro. And what I would like is to use the Linux dependency solver through CULIF. It is a research project at INRIA, and it is a common universal description format, if I remember well. So it is to translate Smalltalk package dependencies description to this format and to reuse Linux solver. Because it is really hard to build a solver that is quite efficient on that point.
It's a question about the dependency to platforms. What kind of dependency can you express? Is just I want Faro, Gemstone, or so on, or can you have more advanced, like resource-oriented dependencies. So yes, for virtual packages.
Yeah, it is what is already done with method shadow. On your platform, you define some tags. It is a collection of strings, and there are platform requirements. So you can define new one depending on your platform.
Yes, but it's rather binary. Either your platform is there or not. If you take the example of iPad application, you cannot. If you don't find the iPad version, you take the iPhone one. You will not be full screen, or you will not have all the right resolution, but you still can run it. So this I'm thinking of this, or application, for instance, they have a software that's for control a robot with 2 sensors. I have a hardware with 4 sensors. They don't care. It will still work.
Yes, maybe we need something more maybe you need some kind of hierarchy of tags or something like that. At this time, I only took what exists to manage different platforms, but yes, we can imagine.
Yeah, I think it's not
things.
just a package dependencies problem. It's actually code behavior problem, depending on what or flags to compile it, depending on what kind of processor you have. You know, in Damien, for example, this is really hard to do, and that's what the Gen 2 folks are trying to address, right? Like, okay, well, this particular library is not installed or not available, let's say because, well, on this processor you can't do this. So, but you still wanna install something like mPlayer, right? mPlayer has like 1,000 different options for 1,000 different, you know, video acceleration chips and dedicated video acceleration platforms, but they're not always available, and you cannot say, oh, okay, well, I just have to, you know, I depend on this, right? Like I depend on DXR3. Well, I don't have DXR3 in my system. That's very highly specialized, and I have to compile the application itself without support for that, right? Well, if you are just providing a binary, you don't have that option, right? And if you want to provide a binary for every possible scenario, well, then the possibilities are combinatorial, right? You need 50 million different variants of how your package is compiled, right? So I think in that sense it transcends over, you know, like a Debian style of packaging, which is I think what Christian is trying to do here.
Yes.
I have a question. You know, we had a discussion with Doru, and he's violently against the idea to have the dependency on version number inside the metadata of the package. Because, and I would really like to understand that. You see? Because what you show in when we discuss and things like that, what you show is that you have the dependency version. And so for me, what is clear is that I would like to have a dependency inside the package. And now the version, I'm not sure.
I see your point, but it is compatible. When you have a release version in the package repository, you need to have that. Okay, depend on that with this version or this version launch. You need this information. The point you mentioned is for
It's really the question of the
it is for the
current
current package dependency description. At this point, for the development, you may have no version at all expressed, and when you need to release, it is resolved at this time. It is not even compatible.
But we should really, I want that we discuss with you. Because I think that this is really the ripples effect that we got in the news in Giselle works, and it was figured at this propagation of version, so we have to update all the. At that time this was in LV, so we just have to.
I would like to promote that. For you only express your dependencies, maybe for some dependencies you have a hard dependency, you need to specify a version, but for others you don't specify. And it is just a strategy when you want to release. Okay, let's take the latest packages of all my dependencies, or maybe not the latest one, the stable one. Because, yes, the point is that you don't want to update your package description every time.
Okay, thank you.